It's time to talk about Doom's new world, Battleworld. So boom, the chapter kicks off with a Thor variant trying to lift the hammer. After a little bit of struggling, he finally lifts it up. Old man Thor like, good shit, you're worthy. We then see that the room is filled with a whole lot of Thors because they're a part of the Thor Corps, aka the police force of Battleworld. And lifting the hammer is the final test to join. Young Thor's like, what do we do now? You bend the knee, brother, for God is watching. They worship their All-Father, God Emperor Doom. All the Thors celebrate as they just gained a new member. Old man Thor tells young Thor a story about how God Doom created their world. Them and everyone else on Battleworld believes that Doom created all of existence and that things were always like this. We then cut to the kingdom of Utopolis, and there we see members of the Future Foundation, the smartest kids in the Marvel universe. And they're not really buying the origin of the universe they were told, because they seen a megaton of evidence that shows this world isn't natural. After Alex searches through the area for a little bit, they discover something interesting. They found one of the life rafts that were used to escape the end of the world. Mr. Fantastic, Spider-Man, and Cyclops should all be inside. We cut back to Old Man and Young Thor, who are heading to Bar Sinister with an order to arrest Mr. Sinister. He's the Baron of this kingdom. Last video I told y'all that Battleworld is made up of different places across the multiverse. Basically, a Baron is the ruler of one of those kingdoms / universes. But they're all still under Doom, of course. Back to the situation, they grab Sinister and they teleport him to the castle of Doom. Bro has Galactus standing outside his castle as some type of prop. That's crazy. And inside we see God Emperor Doom dripped out in all white, sitting on his throne, the Tree of Yggdrasil. Sinister is on trial for aligning himself with the Baron of Utopolis, Hyperion, in opposition to Higher Avalon. Barons teaming up is a violation of Doom law. The person accusing Mr. Sinister is Jamie Braddock. Doctor Strange has seen enough evidence and finds Mr. Sinister guilty. But Sinister is like, hell nah, and chooses to meet his accuser in the arena. No more lawsuit bullshit. Let's settle this with the hands. Jamie Braddock's like, I bet. But Sinister doesn't want him. He wants his brother, Brian. And he's 100% down to fight, cause Sinister was talking shit about his wife. So they both get in the ring and square up. Sinister jumps at him ready to smack him in the face. But the fight is over in 2 seconds cause Brian sliced off his head. Shawty right here is like, oh my God. But the maestro is like,
You can't beat Sinister that easy.
Cause getting his head chopped off is not enough for bro. His healing factor is too OP. And he gets up with no head, hitting Brian with a combo, laying him on his back. And he gets ready to hit him with the killing blow. But he is stopped by Doom.
All of you, on your knees.
And everybody does so ASAP. Doom doesn't care about their petty squabbles. The real reason Doom even allowed all of this is because he heard a rumor that in Higher Avalon, people are plotting to cast him down from his throne. And one name he hears going around is Braddock. He tells Brian to tell him where these people are and to tell him right now. I'm sorry, I don't know where it is. He doesn't like Brian's answer and declares him useless. And he's ready to destroy the kingdom of Higher Avalon and the royal Braddock family. Until his brother Jamie chimes in like, Doom, wait! It's not my brother. It was me. I'm the one they were talking about. So Doctor Strange gets ready to arrest him. Doom's like, nah, we not arresting nobody. One of my barons betrayed me. We're gonna publicly eliminate his entire family. But before that can happen, Susan Storm tells Doom to have mercy. He touches her hand like, yes, Susan, of course. Making a new reality and taking your main ops family is nasty work. They decide that Jamie's punishment is to send him to the Shield, which is basically like getting sent to the Washington Wizards. You're cooked. After doing that, they elevate his younger brother Brian to the position of Baron. Valeria pulls Doctor Strange for a chat. She lets him know everything about the life raft that was discovered. While they're talking, we see Franklin playing with Galactus. Doctor Strange tells Valeria he's gonna send some agents to close off the site. Tell your team to get up out of there. I'ma handle it from here. We see Old Man and Young Thor escorting Jamie to the Shield. It's a big ass wall on some Game of Thrones Attack on Titans type shit. He suits up wearing all this new gear. They tell him it's time and he jumps off. And down there we see a symbiote walking right towards him. He runs up on it, slicing it in half. But that's not the only threat down there. There's a lot more symbiotes, the Annihilation Wave, Marvel zombies, and worst of all, Ultron AIs. Basically, bro, it's cooked. So Old Man and Young Thor head back to Castle Doom to report to Doctor Strange. They let him know they got the job done. Doctor Strange tells them they can't clock out yet. They got one final job. They're ordered to quarantine the life raft. So they get all the info they need and head out. We learn that they only quarantine things that will cause a loss in believers. They want nobody to remember the world that was before. One of the workers are very curious about what's inside. They're so curious they open up the raft. Stop! So much aura is coming out the raft. Oopsies, it opened. Stay back. What is it? What's in there? What do you see? My goddamn grave. Go! He tells everybody to dip right before he's impaled with a spear. Go now. Tell the sheriff that we found death here. Fly, brother, fly! Young Thor flees the scene while old Thor powers up his hammer for one final attack. But he can't do shit because he's hit with an axe. Then a spear goes through his head, killing him. This wasn't the raft of the heroes. This was the life raft of the villains, aka the Cabal. Thanos walks out.
Like, what is this place?
The Maker is right behind him and he's confused, trying to figure out what this place is. Cause from all his readings, this place doesn't make sense. They find a worker who is trying to escape. Thanos chokes him and starts interrogating him.
Perhaps this creature can tell me where we are.
This is Doom's world, which he made to test both the faithful and the unforgiven. He made this shit with his own hands.
I want a name, you useless feeble worm.
This place? The Highborn call it Latverion. Believers call it God's kingdom. But everyone else, we common folk, we call it something else. We call it Battleworld. And this, boys and girls, is where the chapter ends. Let me know your thoughts on this new world Doom created in the comments. And what you think finna happen next. But on that note, I'ma see y'all boys and girls next time.